championship begins with one small step. It starts with the effort you bring. Whether you win or lose, what matters is that you have a common goal. And to reach that goal, it takes a united team acting as one. We come together to witness these heroes of the hardwood pour their heart and soul onto the court. You're watching College Hoops on MyTV WQMY, presented by Keystone College.
From the Gamble Athletic Center in La Plume, Pennsylvania, MyTV WQMY presents College Hoops. Tonight, women's basketball as Cairn University takes on Keystone College. Good evening, I am Paul Grippy along with Bob Iders. We are in the final week of the regular season of the CSAC. And it's been a good regular season for Keystone College. They won't get first place. Rosemont has that. But second place looks pretty good.
If they win tonight, they can at least guarantee a tie for second place. They still have to see what Notre Dame, Green Pond, and Wilson do. They still have 2 regular seasons games left. If the Giants can get second place, it guarantees them a day off and a bye, and it guarantees them a home game here next week.
Okay, this is the second meeting between Keystone and Cairn. The Giants won by 5 points on January 10th. That was at Cairn. And one of the players we want to take a look at for the Highlanders, Dakota Hitchner, a sophomore, playing very well lately.
Yeah, she is playing very well. She's the team's second leading scorer, 12 points per game. She leads the team in three-pointers. She has 37, and she dishes out 12 assists per game. Cairn is a team that likes to drive and shoot, but when they do shoot threes, look for Dakota to hit them.
Meanwhile, for the home team, Keystone got a nice after-Christmas surprise. A freshman joined the team, and Mac Orabella has really been lighting up this conference.
Yeah, the San Diego freshman came in. She knew the coach before, so she comes in. She gives them a big lift. She's the CSAC leading scorer right now at 18 points per game. She has 33 three-pointers. That's only playing in a handful of games, and she really has come in and led the team, and that's a good reason why they're in second place.
Well, we have to look at the Giants as the favorites in tonight's game. They won the first meeting. They're in second place, but what are the keys to the game for the Giants to win?
Well, the keys for the game, first of all, they have to handle Cairn's lengthy defense, and more specifically, they have to box out and rebound against their size. Keystone is not a very big team. They have one girl who's 5'10", and that's all they have. The second one, they have to execute offensively and recognize their defense. Cairn likes to switch the defenses a lot. They have to recognize that and play good half-court offense.
Okay, so for a little bit more insight, let's go to Keystone's head coach. Sydney Warwick stands by with Christina Danella.
I'm here with Keystone College women's head basketball coach Christina Danella. So coach, talk to me. How important is tonight's game against Cairn University?
I mean, it's a huge game for us, probably the biggest of our season right now. If we win, we get the 2 seed, which would mean a first round playoff bye, which is what we really need since we don't have a lot of kids. So we want to save our kids for the semis and hopefully for the finals.
And last game, you earned your 100th collegiate career win, so congratulations. How does it feel achieving that with this team?
It was great. I mean, this is my 6th year in coaching and first year obviously at Keystone, and it was just really special to do with these kids. They work really, really hard. They're a really, really good group of kids.
Thank you so much, coach, and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
So it'll be CSAC women's basketball tonight, Cairn University against Keystone College. Opening tip-off when we come back. You're watching College Hoops on MyTV WQMY.
You're watching College Hoops on MyTV WQMY, presented by Keystone College.
Okay, lining up for the opening tip-off, and look at the starting lineup for the Highlanders. Number 42, Victoria Stum. Wearing number 21, her sister Kendra Stum. Number 1 is Jenna Crage. Number 11 is Dakota Hitchner. And wearing number 23, Anya Bookard. For the home team, the Keystone College Giants. Starting lineup looks like this. Number 25 is sophomore Sammy Farah. Number 20 is junior Savannah Robinson. Number 12, the sophomore Kalia Gordon. Number 11, the freshman Mac Orabello. And number 23, senior Maya Kitchen. And we'll tip it off. It'll be Victoria Stump for Cairn. And that'll be Sammy Farah for Keystone. Our referees today, Tommy Kramer has the ball, and he'll be accompanied by Karen Pammer and Alyssa Hand. Keystone in their home grays and Cairn in their road black, and Keystone will shoot to the basket to our right, but Cairn wins the opening tip-off, and they'll shoot to the basket to our left.
Cairn averaging around 61 points per game, 63 they're giving up.
Hitchner inside to Stum, up top to Crage. A three-point attempt is a miss, and that rebound goes to Farah.
Yeah, just 79 three-pointers on the season for Cairn. That's not a lot compared to the 160 Keystone has made this year. So outside shooting is not what Cairn wants. Let's see now. We talked about keys to the game, Paul. How well will Keystone match up tonight in their half-court offense?
Okay, left side for Keystone, that's Robinson. She's from Wilkes-Barre, went to Coughlin, works in front of the Highlander bench, dribbles to her right. Crage guards her. Here's Gordon, looking for driving lane, right to the basket. Her shot is a miss. Stum pulls in the rebound. Highlanders will walk it up court the other way. Crage, Gordon comes out to guard her. Crage looking for a screen, but runs into a trap instead. Now Hitchner, we spotlighted her in the pregame. Right side, here's Crage.
It's like Keystone's in a 2-3 zone, and with Gordon in the middle, a little bit small, but they want to get on the outside.
Well, Kendra Strum knocks the pass out of bounds, so Keystone will take over, and Gordon takes it up the floor.
Keystone would rather play up-tempo, but after the first two possessions, they're going to have to go into their half-court offense.
That was Orabello making the cut, but her shot was no good. Dakota Hitchner pulls it down.
I don't think Keystone's going to get too many second chance opportunities tonight. That's what they will do.
Inside to Kendra Stum, and that starts the scoring for us. It's 2-0 Highlanders early on.
Height advantage definitely goes to the opponents most of the time.
Orabello launches the three and sinks it, shooting from the hip. Keystone takes the lead right back by the three-pointer from the freshman, Mac Orabello.
CSAC leading scorer. Parents flew in for the last couple of games from San Diego.
Robinson affects the steal, sees Gordon cutting. Gordon drops it, picks it up, over to Orabello. The shot is good, and Mac Orabello has 5 quick points for the Giants.
Great teamwork by the Giants. Good look to the other side. Now Keystone will only go 6 deep, Paul.
We'll see how that plays as we get into the third and fourth quarter as far as freshness. And again, Stum knocks one out of bounds. Well, this time it was Gordon knocking it out of bounds. So Cairn will keep it, inbounding along their own baseline. Christina Wolber, the head coach for Cairn. Both head coaches named Christina. Wolber spells hers with a C, Danella with a K.
3 opportunities. Cairn finally gets it in. Keystone has to do a better job boxing out. They need to get defensive boards. They cannot give second chance opportunities to the opponents.
5-4 Giants early going. There's Farah, now Orabella. They're going to guard her really close tonight. Oh, double team right there. She dribbles around it, and she gets the quick pop for another 2 points.
Quick 7 for the league's leading scorer.
She has come to play tonight. There's Orabello with the steal right to the basket, and a quick 9 for Mac Orabello, and Cairn doesn't know what hit them. 9-4, Keystone leads, and all 9 points from Mac Orabello.
Points off turnovers, that's going to be a key for Keystone tonight. They have 2 quick steals and 4 points off of turnovers already.
Christina Danella joined the 100-win club just last week among her multiple stops in head coaching career. Underneath to Kendra Stum, and she gets another 2 points. She's up to 4 for the Highlanders.
And she gets an assist from her sister.
There's Kitchen looking to dish it out to Robinson, but the ball got loose, and that'll turn over to Cairn.
Drive and kick, that's what the Giants want to do. Faith Schiffer out of Pine Grove usually gets the start. She had some disciplinary action, so she didn't get the start. We'll see her, I'm sure, momentarily for Kitchen as Keystone goes about 6 deep. That's about it. Another turnover.
Orabella again with the steal. Drive to the basket. Pulls up, and the jump shot no good. Gordon brings it down.
Good board by Keystone.
And Gordon with the three-point attempt, and it's good for her. So Keystone gets their second three-pointer, and Gordon is the second player to score. 12 points for Keystone, and the first 9 all came from Orabello. Here's Stum. Now Booker. Booker dribbling. Nice fancy footwork between the legs. Left-hand dribble drive. Gordon on the rebound. Posts up on her, and Gordon's going to bring it up.
Keystone 5 of 6 in the last 3 possessions.
Here's Robinson with the 3, no good. And Stum has the ball for Cairn. Gordon steals it back. Yeah, we've seen a lot of turnovers so far in this game, and Gordon and Orabello have been right in the middle of all of them. Here's Orabello dribbling.
That's the 5th turnover, Paul, for Cairn already here in the first 5 minutes.
The screen from Farah. Gordon with the shot. It's no good. Crage brings it down. Here's Hitchner. Inside to Kendra Stum. Hands it off to Hitchner, and the shot blocked that time. Farah with the block. And we're going to call it for Keystone will take over.
One thing I did notice about Keystone is just how quick they are. They don't have a lot of height, but they're using that quickness to get those steals.
Dakota Hitchner picked up the foul there. Orabella for a long 3-point range, in and out, no good. Stum gets a board. 2 Stums in this game, Kendra and Victoria. Kendra's the older of the sisters. Turnover here, and it'll be Keystone's ball, and we'll take a break. It's 12-6 Giants. You're watching College Hoops on my TV, WQMY.
High School Hoops is brought to you by Keystone College. Experience open house this Saturday, February 16th. Student and parents register at keystone.edu.
Well, for the first couple of minutes, the freshman Mac Orlabello was quiet, but then she heated up. Here's Kalia Gordon knocking down a 3-pointer, but other than that, 9 of Keystone's 12 points came from Mac Orabello.
And Orabello's 4 of 7, Paul, 1 from 2 from 3-pointers. They're doing a good job on the boards, but it's points off turnovers so far, 7 for Keystone that's leading the way.
That's Orabello on the right of your screen, wearing number 11, a freshman from San Diego, California. And she joined this team on January 8th. She's played in 12 games. She's had 11 double-doubles.
27 points against Clark Summit in one of those games. So that's why Keystone has really stepped up after some players had to leave the team.
Well, Orabello averages 18 points a game. Now, she has played in enough games to qualify for the conference lead, so she officially is the league leader in points per game at 18.
Keystone's 2 from 4 from 3-point range, 5 of 11 overall field goals, shooting 45%.
Here's Robinson now up top. Highlanders continue man-to-man defense. Gordon, Crage guards her. Now over on the left side, that's Schiffer with the drive, and she gets herself into the scoring column coming off the bench. Faith Schiffer, number 10. 14-6 Giants. Keystone also plays man-to-man defense. Here's Stum. Left side, it's Booker looking to lob it into Victoria Stum. She gets it, but nothing going on for her in there, so she kicks it back outside. And we're going to have a shove away from the ball here.
Now that was 3-second call.
3 seconds
on
in the
Stum.
lane, okay.
Yep, the Stum sisters, 5'11", 6 foot. They're trying to get the ball inside, but Keystone is doing a nice job covering them and then doubling down on them as quickly.
Schiffer over in the left corner.
You won't see a lot of post-up stuff with Keystone. Mostly drive and dish.
Crage with the steal. Well, Hitchner with the steal. In for the basket, and she does draw the foul. Gordon makes contact.
Good job by Hitchner anticipating that pass, overplaying a little bit. She went in and nothing Keystone could do. Here you see it again. She anticipates. Good job that she switches to the left hand and she's going to recover, but there's really nothing Kitchen could do.
Right.
Gordon could do to stop that.
Her first free throw was successful. And the second one finds the mark as well. She's up to 4 points. Their first meeting, Keystone was the winner by 5, and right now Keystone leads by 6. There's Schiffer down low trying to get the basket, not happening, outside to Gordon. Robinson up top, dribbling with the right hand, switches to the left, picks up her dribble. Gordon looks inside. There's Farah. Farah goes around the way and gets in for her first 2 points of this game.
Yeah, any points from Farah can get down low is a bonus for the Giants.
Booker down the right side, up top to Crage. Kendra Stum left wide open, and she'll take a 3-ball, thank you very much. 7 points now for Kendra Stum.
First 3 of the season. She was 0 for 7 coming in.
How about that? And we were here, Bob, in the final week of the season.
Trying to set high screen, Keystone, and
Orabella's shot is a miss. We're going to check to see if they gave Stum a 2 or a 3 on that. If the scoreboard says 10, but I thought I saw the officials indicated 3-point shot. But we're going to go with the 10 on the scoreboard and say that that was a 2-pointer.
according to, it was a 2-pointer.
Yeah, all right, so she is still not converted a 3-pointer this season.
Her foot must have been on the line.
Yeah, I thought the official indicated it was a 3. Here is a 3-point attempt from Orabello. No good for her, but Farah gets the rebound. Keystone still in business.
Good defensive board.
Kitchen goes straight in, and she draws the foul.
Kitchen Imhotep Charter School got that ball and had no hesitation taking it to the rack.
Kendra Stum called for the foul.
Third foul on Cairn in the quarter. You get 5 per quarter in women's college basketball.
And Kitchen gets her first point of the game. She converts the free throw, and now she'll attempt her second.
Actually, it should be 2. Their scoreboard's wrong. That's the second team foul. 1 is for Keystone.
And
adjusting that now.
That's what the holdup is right now.
Kitchen was getting her knee wrapped before when Schiffer came in. So Gordon's on the bench now. And, Coach Danella will rotate them as much as possible. Well, you'll see, I mean, Orabella may play 38 minutes tonight.
So Kitchen has had to wait, but she'll attempt her second free throw, and that one is no good. Stum gets the loose ball.
They're an average free throw shooting team, around 62%, but that's second in the league.
Booker for 3, and she finds her mark. Anya Booker gets her first points of the game, and that one was definitely a 3. Highlanders within 4.
Yeah, it was a 9 3-pointer for Booker.
Kitchen now. Here's Orabello.
Cairn's on a 5-1 run over the last minute and 7.
Pick and roll fails, loose ball. Keystone gets it back, and Kitchen drives hard and draws another foul. She'll step to the line again.
Yeah, the Giants trying to use that quickness again, trying to get it into the lane, kick it back out. Kitchen has done a nice job the last 2 possessions taking it in. She just hasn't been able to convert it to get the 3-point play. Here you see it. And just has to keep her head up a little bit more.
It was Kendra Stum getting her second foul of the game.
So that will take her to the bench, which is huge for Keystone. Yeah. Melissa Gooden now, 5'9" sophomore. Kitchen 0 for 3, right, Paul, so far on the line?
She is now 1 for 3.
1 for 3.
Attempting her 4th. And that one is good.
She averages 9 points per game, does Kitchen off the bench typically. She's got to start tonight.
So Kendra Stum on the bench. That is Cairn's best player on offense and defense, and a chance for Keystone to take advantage of this opportunity as Stum is in foul trouble. There's Booker. She works hard to get to the basket, but then loses it and goes out of bounds, so it's a turnover to the Giants.
Yeah, Keystone's just 1 of 4 over the last minute or 7 or so. They're 1 for 5 in their last 3-pointers. So they started out hot, but Keystone's cooled down a little bit.
Robinson looks for a screen.
And Orabella really, we haven't called her name in a little bit.
Yeah.
You have to do a better job on the screens and looking for the open shooters.
We have a whistle here, and
Offensive
going
foul
to be a
against
foul,
Gordon
offensive,
on
yeah.
the screen. I thought it was set properly. I'd like to see the replay maybe. I think she came up to the top. She maybe have been moving when she made contact with the defensive player, and you can't do that. So Keystone's cooled down a little bit. Cairn can get back in this game over in this last minute or so.
So Dakota Hitchner with the ball now. And Melissa Good is the one who's checked in for Kendra Stum. Good wears number 4. And she is Cairn's tallest player on the floor.
So with 21 out, Keystone goes to the man-to-man.
Robinson up the court, off the turnover. Kitchen.
Can't get the 2 for 1, and they can't take the clock too much down. It's about 10 seconds off.
Orabella, three-pointer from the corner, that's no good. And Keystone has gotten a little bit cold from the floor here.
Absolutely. 1 for 6 last 6 field goals.
Hitchner drives, and she makes the basket good. And now they're within 3. Final seconds of the first. Robinson from long range, and yes, it is good as the buzzer sounds. Savannah Robinson from Wilkes-Barre knocks home the 3. At the end of 1 quarter, Keystone leads Cairn 21-15. You're watching College Hoops on MyTV WQMY.
And welcome back to Keystone College for tonight's College Hoops games on MyTV WQNY. Going into the second quarter, Keystone College is leading Cairn University by 6 points. I'm Sydney Warwick on the sidelines, and I'm joined by head men's soccer coach Dosh Neck. So coach, it's your 6th year as head coach, and you guys just earned the first ever CSAC title. How does that feel?
Yeah, it was obviously a special season. Just so happy for the guys. Great group of guys to coach. Just felt like, this was our year to do it. And obviously they were able to achieve that. So happy for our alums, for all the people who have supported us along the way. And, we've been close in the past. And finally this year, to be able to win it on your home field and celebrate with everyone there was it was special.
And this past weekend, you got to celebrate the 5 seniors that are leaving and the team at your annual banquet.
Yeah.
So how is that saying goodbye and looking forward for the team?
Well, it's always bittersweet. Anytime you send seniors off, it's obviously a great thing because that's what they come here to do. But you know that there's holes to fill, and that doesn't change each year. But it's recruiting's going really well, and we have 6 commits at this point, and it's going to be a big class. And so we don't want any complacency to creep in with the returners, and so we're going to make sure that next preseason is a pretty competitive one.
Do you have any goals? It's early on, but do you have any goals for next season?
No, I think we'll deal with all that once we get into camp with everyone. But for us, we've got to make sure that our recruiting is going well and that the guys that are currently here are working hard.
Okay, thank you so much, Coach, and good luck on your next season.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Okay. Thank you, Sydney. And there we're seeing for Keystone a missed shot here by Faith Schiffer, and Bookard pulls in the rebound.
Yeah, Cairn's gone on a little bit of a run, 4 of 5 over their last 5 field goals, while Keystone has turned cold, so we're down to a 4-point lead.
Loose ball on the floor. Kitchen comes up with it, but did we get a timeout in there?
Okay, we're going to break, go to break.
Yep. Okay, we'll take a break here with the timeout. It's 21-17 Keystone. This is College Hoops on MyTV WQMY. A little closer look at the game inside the game. Keystone Sammy Farah against Kendra Stum. A couple of the taller players that we're seeing tonight, both 5'11".
Yes, Stum though, 3 of 5, but she's only played 9 minutes. She's on the bench now with 2 personal fouls, so the coach has decided to keep her out. She had 4 rebounds when she left. Farah's just doing pretty good. She's 1 for 1 in field goals. She has 3 big rebounds. She's played 11 minutes. That's the matchup on the inside. Stum listed as a guard, but mostly playing in the paint so far.
Only 2 regular season home games left for Keystone here in the Ace Spalding Arena, and the cheerleaders have had a good season rooting their team on. Right now in second place, and they have clinched a playoff spot.
Let's see, though, if Keystone, Paul, can get a field goal. They've gone cold.
Orabella, quick catch and release, no good. Keystone will work it around.
Big bore by Fair to give them another 30 seconds.
Here's Kitchen with the drive and high off the glass, and Maya Kitchen gets her first points from the floor, and that's 4 points for her in this game.
She's doing a nice job on the drive, so Keystone goes back to the 2-3 defense.
Anya Bookard over here to Crage, and she launches a three, no good. Allen pulls in the rebound. Allen has a nice size advantage inside there.
Yeah, they haven't looked to her, though. Allen listed at 6 foot. She looks taller than that.
And Good passes the ball out of bounds, turned over to Keystone, and the Giants will try to build on their 6-point lead.
It's a 10th turnover already for the Highlanders.
Orabella's been a little bit quiet here, and then we see Victoria Stum in the game.
She hasn't scored in a while, Paul.
Yeah. Well, she seemed to catch Cairn by surprise in the first quarter. Ripped off a flurry of 9 quick points, and I think they're tightening up the defense on her.
So instead of shooting the three, she takes it to the hole, but can't make that.
Another missed shot for Orabella. Her shooting has also gone cold. And Cairn turns it right back over. Here's Robinson looking to get up the court quickly.
That's the way they're going to get their open three-pointers.
Kitchen for three, no good. Kitchen gets her own rebound and puts it back. That one's no good, and the loose ball goes out of bounds.
If Kitchen's shots have gone in, Keystone could be up 10 by now.
Yeah. We want to look at turnovers. Cairn has had 10 turnovers in this game. Keystone only 3. Cairn's been a little sloppy on their end.
It's 7 points off those turnovers.
There's Schiffer. She kicks it out to Kitchen, determined to get some points, and there are 3 points for Maya Kitchen. She has 5 here in the second quarter.
If Keystone can shoot a decent percentage from the three-point line, they'll win this game. Right now, they're 3 of 8.
Hitchner's shot is no good. Orabella rebounds.
Excuse me, 4 of 10, shooting 40% from three-pointers.
Orabella right to the baskets, and the slump comes to an end. Mac Orabello puts in the 2-pointer.
10-2 run, Paul, over the last 3-11 for the Giants.
11 points for Orabello now. Averages 18 a game. Bookard.
It's their largest lead of the night, too, for the Keystone. It's 11 points.
Here's Hitchner. Inside. Stum.
That was Hitchner getting from Stum, and nice cut by Hitchner down the lane.
Okay, the foul was on Keystone there. Maya Kitchen picks up her first. Dakota Hitchner goes to the line, and she misses the first. She is 2 for 2 from the line tonight.
She's shooting 70% coming in. She had 19 points against New Rochelle this season. That's her season high.
Now, Kendra Stum has checked back in. She left earlier in the first quarter with 2 fouls. Second free throw is good. 7 points for Dakota Hitchner.
Keystone, that's what they're going to do. They're going to go on little mini runs. They just have to make sure when Cairn goes on the run, they can hold them down a little bit. Still in the man-to-man for the Highlanders.
Kitchen, and called for contact. I believe it was Stum, Victoria Stum. The little push as Kitchen tried to get her feet going.
I like the way Kitchen's playing tonight. She's playing aggressive. She made a big 3, and now that opens up gonna open the floor a little bit. Now Orabello's on the bench, so we'll have to see what kind of offense Keystone can get.
Robinson. Farah. Now Kitchen. Back to Robinson.
A little bit of a half-court weave.
Robinson is always in motion. Robinson keeps moving with the ball or without it. She likes to move. Gordon misses the long-range shot, and that'll turn it over to Cairn.
Yeah, understatement to say that is not the shot that Keystone wants. Way too far, but the shot clock was running down. Good defense by the Highlanders.
Here's Stum back into the swing of things to her sister Stum. Back up top to Good. Off the front of the rim, the shot is no good. Kitchen pulls in the rebound.
Allen did a bad job boxing out for Cairn. She just stood, watched the ball. So instead of getting to a player and boxing her out, she watched the ball. So Keystone was able to sneak in and get that defensive rebound.
Orabella back in the game now.
Yeah, quick rest for the league's leading scorer. Schiffer goes to the bench.
Orabella starts the offense now.
Coach Danello was worried about the changing defenses for Cairn. It's been mostly man-to-man for the Highlanders.
Hitchner going to get worn out tonight, chasing Orabello all around the floor. Here's Gordon with the shot attempt, no good. Stum pulls it down.
They're getting good shots, Keystone.
10-point lead for Keystone. They can afford to take some chances on their shots. Here's Victoria Stum getting her first 2 points of this game for Cairn.
Savannah Robinson and Ferris have played the whole game so far for Keystone.
Kitchen dribbles left hand, pulls it up, and the shot just gets loose and wild, and it's called out of bounds. So Cairn will take over. Schiffer checks in for Robinson.
She was looking for the foul on that, but it was really good defense. So now full court press by the Giants.
Oh, and another turnover for Cairn. That's their 11th here.
Yeah, just 3 for Keystone. And those points off turnover keeps going up, Paul. 10 points off of turnovers for the Highlanders, and that's one of the main reasons why Keystone's still up 8. Even though their shooting has cooled off a little bit, still shooting 44% from the field. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Orabella looking for some space to work, but Cairn guards her tightly, and she's called for a travel. So Keystone turns it right back over.
Here's Hitchner.
Orabella didn't like that call. They were quick to call the travel. Orabella in the act of passing, they said she moved her feet before she released that pass. Here's Stum. She could have been called for a travel, but no. And then a late whistle as Stum goes to the basket. We're going to have a foul.
You would think Keystone plays 6 players. Why are you going to press with just 6 players? But they've been doing it, and that's a good reason why they have a winning season. You know, they're not afraid. They're aggressive.
Sammy Farah committed the foul. Victoria Stum's first free throw is good. And her second free throw goes in and out. Kitchen had the rebound. And Schiffer brings it up the court, looking for Orabello. You get the feeling they're always looking for Orabello every time down the floor.
A little floater, no good, but she comes right back to her. Cairn, you have to grab the ball.
Gordon's going to try a long-range 3. It's no good.
Nice job by Farah.
Farah pulls in her 5th rebound.
She's listed at 5'10". I think she's more like 5'8".
Orabello drives straight to the basket, and her shot is off. Good, brings it in.
Shooting 34% now, 11 of 32, Keystone.
Hitchner dribbling, but then she loses it. Not quite another turnover. Stum was there to collect the loose ball.
Quick hands by Keystone, and there's the foul. They're going to get her for a travel.
Good pulls in the rebound.
Yeah, the Cairn coach is beside herself.
Yeah.
Wanted a foul. Now she's going to have a little discussion with the refs. Full court, never see that a lot. But
Christina Wahlberg giving her opinion, and she didn't think that was a travel.
If anything, she wanted the foul.
She thought her player got shoved, and she wanted a foul for that.
So, you know, the rebounding difference is just 3. And if you're Keystone, you're happy with that.
Robinson is back into the game. Gets the screen from Farah. Right corner, here's Schiffer.
Good cut.
There's Orabello cutting, gets the ball. She can't get the shot to go. She's gotten pretty cold here in the second quarter. A little frustrated with herself. Bookard.
5 of 16, Orabella is now 1 for 5. She did start out hot, as you mentioned. But give credit to the rest of the Giants.
Victoria Stum to Kendra Stum, and Kendra converts.
Good.
8th point for Kendra Stum.
Good passing by the Highlanders. Keystone couldn't make their rotation on defense. So a little run now about for Cairn 6-0 over the last 4-13, Paul.
Keystone led by as many as 10, and Gordon now puts them up by 7. 5 points for Kalia Gordon tonight.
They're getting to the rack, they're just not converting a lot. That one looked pretty good.
Kendra Stum works in the paint, backs down, turns and shoots, and no good. Farah pulls it in, number 6 on the rebounds for her. Robinson up the court quickly.
Trying to use that quickness to get ahead.
Left corner, they left Orabella alone over there, and she misses. Kendra Stum pulls down the ball.
If you're a shooter, keep shooting, because eventually they're going to fall.
Good on the left side. Robinson out to guard her. Victoria Stum on the elbow. Turn and shoot, no good. Gordon pulls it in. Up the court quickly. Can she keep it in bounds? Yes, but it is a turnover. Keystone gets it right back, and it is Sammy Farah converting the basket. 32-23. Keystone leads, a minute and a half left in the half. Cairn simply has not been able to keep pace with Keystone's scoring tonight.
No, or their quickness and their quick hands.
Victoria Stum drives right down the middle. Her shot is no good. Farah another rebound. They just seem to be going right to her. Sammy Farah 7 rebounds tonight.
Offensive foul going to go against Farah as she ran into, looked like Victoria Stum right at midcourt. A little late call by the ref, but I think she saw the aftermath. That's okay. You know what? You're up 9. You're not going to argue that too much. But that is the second foul for Farah. She'll take a seat for the last 106.
Maya Kitchen checks back in.
Cairn scoreless over the last minute 41.
Here's Booker. Kendra Stum up top to Victoria Stum. They got the telepathy going. Gordon with the steal. Yet another turnover for Cairn. Gordon on the miss. Booker brings in the rebound, but then the ball knocked out of her hands.
Once again, I'll say it again. If they have converted all of their layups, they would be up 15 points by now. But another missed layup, another missed opportunity for Keystone. Another turnover, 13 now for Cairn.
Kalia Gordon on her 3rd foul. She'll head to the bench. Here's Booker for 3. Yes, she has that one. Her 2nd 3 of this game. 8 points for Anya Booker.
Shouldn't be this close. Keystone's outplaying them, but they can't convert anything.
Kitchen has the ball. Kitchen dribbles between the legs, looks for space. To Farah. Farah's shot is no good. Schiffer, the putback is no good, and then Booker gets it.
Enough time to get a shot.
8 seconds here. Cairn, and it's another turnover. Number 14 here, and we're not even at halftime.
So 5 seconds left with the quickness that Keystone has.
You're going to Robinson. She proves she can hit the long-range shot at the end of the 1st quarter.
But Cairn's going to quickly pick up full court.
Will she get it off? Robinson from half court.
No, she does.
This one, no good. And that brings to a close the 2nd quarter and the 1st half. The home team Giants lead Cairn 32-26. Stay tuned for halftime. You're watching College Hoops on MyTV WQMY.
And we're here at the half of tonight's College Hoops game. Keystone is leading Cairn University 32-26. I'm joined by Keystone softball coach Allison Ritter. So Allison, can you talk to us a little bit about the program?
Absolutely. So I have 16 girls this year, really working hard, all buying into the program. We're looking to start our season on March 11th down in Myrtle Beach, and really been working hard. We're doing some mental training along with the physical, and really excited.
Now it's your 3rd year coaching the team. What can you talk about bringing from the beginning of the season all the way to now when you joined?
Yeah, when I first took over, I don't think that there was as much consistency as there is now. Really brought focus and drive and high expectations for the team, and we're buying in. And year 3 right now, having most of the team buy in is phenomenal. A lot of the team wasn't kids that I recruited in. but they are doing a great job of leading and working hard. So for me, it's really exciting to year 3. I've got a couple of my own recruits that I've brought in, and looking to continue to build the program.
So with building, you're bringing 12 players back. So what are your hopes for this season?
Yeah, it's super exciting to have them all back. They've been working really hard in the off season, as well as the 4 newcomers that we have. But our ultimate goal at the end of the day is we want to be CSAC champs. So we want to win our conference. We want to be able to go to regionals, and we're just going to take it one game at a time. And really, our focus is to make the top 4, and then go from there in playoffs.
Okay, thank you so much, Coach, and good luck in Myrtle Beach. Hopefully you bring home a win and some sun, hopefully as well.
Thank you so much.
And coming up, I will be on the sidelines with Keystone College lacrosse and field hockey coach, and that's coming up next. Welcome back to tonight's college hoops games. Here at the half, Keystone College is leading Cairn University 32-26. I'm Sydney Ward, and I'm joined by Coach Ashley Irwin of both the college lacrosse and field hockey team. So you put in double the work. So can you talk about that and what led to taking on both teams?
So 4 years ago now, our athletic director came to us after the first year that they had with lacrosse, and basically just gave me the opportunity to step up. I had some previous experience with Coughlin High School before coming on into the college realm for taking over lacrosse. And really, it was just a great opportunity. A lot of our girls are dual rostered, where they do play both field hockey in the fall and lacrosse in the spring. So it is a great opportunity for me as a coach to kind of oversee them all year round. And it attests to just their athletic abilities, keeps them in shape, but really more so, it gives them that great chemistry on and off the field because they are working with each other all year round.
Yeah, of course. So between a coach and the player, both teams, that's an awesome bond that you guys build throughout the entire year that must really show on the field.
Yeah, it definitely is a testament to our level of success that we've had. It's just the girls learn how to mesh with each other. It gives them that opportunity to really take over the game and take the game to the next level. It's getting a little crazy. Take the game to the next level, and just, I guess overall, just saying that having them mesh well together is really the general aspect.
Great. And right here at the half, you were just honored for field hockey for claiming your first ever CSAC title in the fall. How did that feel? Can you tell us a little bit about that moment?
Yeah, so in the preseason polls, they were ranked number 1. Coming off last year, we had a rough year. We got knocked out of playoffs, not something that we wanted to go out on. But they worked hard over the spring, and they just really came out and set that goal that with the new setup of our conference, they wanted to take advantage of it, and they wanted to take the program to the next level. So they got ranked number 1. They knew that they had that target on their back all year, but they wanted to do it, and they wanted to do it the right way. They went undefeated in the conference, playing teams both home and away, which is very challenging. And then that moment when we did win the championship, that's one of those where as a coach, you'll lock that memory away forever. Being the first female team to take home a championship, more importantly, the first female team to represent us at the national level in NCAAs was just beyond the amazing feeling. We're still riding that high right now, and we'll enjoy it in the spring. But then come August, it gets tucked away in the memory bank, and we start fresh and go back to anew.
And now switching sports to lacrosse, your other team, just this morning, your team was picked first in the CSAC coaches poll. So how do you feel about that just happening this morning?
Again, it's a first, and it's a great feeling. It's great for the girls. They were honestly shocked, as was I. I knew that we would be in the top tier, but I wasn't very confident that we would be taking number 1. Just because as a program, there's still some other programs out there that are really going to challenge us this year. But again, now everything in the program, it gets taken to that next level, which is awesome. As a coach, makes me coach better, makes them play better, but it also brings a higher level of seriousness to our program. Every day we go to practice, we know that we're checking into work. It's not a fun time. We still have fun, but we focus and we stay serious. And again, we're going to really have to step up to the plate, and every game's going to count. Every game's going to matter. Focus on our positives, but also change our negatives and get better every day.
Okay, thank you so much for your time, Coach. And coming up, we will have stats and highlights of the first half of tonight's college hoops games on MyTV WQMY.
You're watching College Hoops on MyTV WQMY, presented by Keystone College.
Getting ready for the third quarter here at the Spalding Arena, and Keystone leads Cairn 32-26. Keystone has mostly been comfortably in front. It really started early on when Mac Orabello, 9 quick points for the Giants.
Yeah, it was a turnover fest for Cairn, and Keystone did a good job converting those into points. And Orabello, even though she cooled off in the second quarter a little bit, she's still their leading scorer, and it's a big reason why. They had an 11-point lead at one time. It dwindled a little bit, so Cairn still has some momentum going into the second half.
So let's take a look at how Keystone was able to build that lead there in the first half. And starting in the first quarter, Orabello just took over right off the start.
Yeah, Orabello got hot. There's her turnover in the first quarter. She put in 9 of her 11 points, and they are also hitting threes from downtown in the first quarter. That was Kitchen. Then Farah got going underneath the basket. Some good points in the paint. But Cairn heated up a little bit. That was Stum. Her two-pointer turned out to be. Booker had a nice first half, put up some threes. And then at the end of the first quarter, it's the way you want to end it. And that was a little bit of a drought, too. That was Savannah. Keystone then outside. Kitchen giving them some nice points.
And Gordon had a good first half as well, and she got the start tonight. So we'll take a look at some of the statistical leaders from the first half of this game. In field goals, Cairn 43, Keystone only 32. Three-pointers, Cairn leads as well as in rebounds. But if you look at turnovers, Cairn 14 turnovers to Keystone's 5, and that's probably the difference in the game. Cairn has been a little bit sloppy. Some standout individual performances. Cairn has 2 players with 8 points, Kendra Stum and Anya Bookard. Kendra Stum also has 7 rebounds. And as for Keystone, Mac Orabello leads with 11 points and 2 rebounds. Sammy Farah, 4 points and 7 rebounds. So Keystone has done well here in the first half. They have to be happy with that performance.
They do have to be happy with the performance. They're lucky they're up 6. Orabella was 1 of 7 in the second quarter, just 2 points. She was 0 for 1 for threes, but the rest of her teammates, even though they went on a little bit of a drought, stayed focused and played good defense, and they got the turnovers that we talked about. 14 already for Cairn. They've scored 10 points Keystone has off of those turnovers, and they're doing a nice job rebounding. I know the coach going in was worried about rebounding, and right now they're only down 3 in the rebound department, so that's big for Keystone. But a second half coming up. I think Keystone has to do a little bit better job running their half-court offense, setting the screens. They're doing a nice job getting to the paint. They're just not converting them into baskets at this point. I wonder how many have they missed easy layups? It seems like they've had a lot.
Okay, so that'll conclude our halftime portion of this program. When we come back, we'll have the third quarter of women's college basketball. Keystone leads Cairn 32-26. Thank you for joining us, and we'll be back. You're watching College Hoops on MyTV WQMY. Starting the third quarter, Keystone leads Cairn 32-26. Well, their first meeting went Keystone's way, 53-48 in favor of the Giants. So a 5-point win on that day. And right now they lead by 6 points.
They do, but which team will show up in the second half, Paul? The one that shot 8 of 18 or the one that shot 5 of 22 for the Giants? They started out hot, but you can't keep giving points back to the Highlanders if you want to win this game.
Well, I'm sure Coach Wolber had a talk with our Highlanders about turnovers there during that break. 14-5 is the turnover difference here, and that's just unacceptable at any level of basketball here. So Cairn wants to take better care of the ball, and I have to say, keep doing a good job slowing down Mac Orabello. She was hot early, but in the second quarter, she really cooled off.
She did cool off. A lot of misses. She did have some open looks, but give credit. Credit is due. Cairn's obviously focusing on the league's leading scorer. And that's why she only has 11 points. But, you know, give Keystone a lot of credit, Paul. Last season they were 7-18. The year before that, 6-19. They're guaranteed their first winning season since 2014. That's pretty impressive.
Christina Danella, first-year head coach here at Keystone.
And into the playoffs. Keystone gets possession. Looks like Cairn will be in a 2-3 zone. They started most of man-to-man in that first half.
Okay, Gordon works it from the top. She does like to drive right down the lane. That time she dishes to Farah, and a foul called as Farah attempts to make a drive to the basket. A foul was on the floor, not in the act of shooting, and that was called on Anya Booker, her first of the game. Quick inbounds to Robinson, and her shot is no good.
They live and die by the threes. 4 of 15 Keystone tonight already.
Here's Hitchner.
It's going to have to be on the defensive end that they do it and can't stop the inside play of the 5'11 Stum.
Kendra Stum now with 10 points. In their first meeting, Kendra Stum had 10 points and 11 rebounds. And there's Orabello down the other end getting the scoring touch going again.
Well, let's see if that gets her heated up a little bit.
First meeting, Orabella had 15 points and 6 rebounds between these two. And Orabella up to 13 points now.
So Keystone going to take a little bit of a break in that, just playing a 2-3 zone. That way they don't have to chase the shooters all over the place.
Cairn in their road black uniform, shooting to our right, and that's Hitchner missing the three-pointer and Gordon getting the rebound, but now she's trapped. Robinson helps her out.
Well, 2 tall players against the smaller Gordon, who's just 5'4". She's lucky to get it out.
Gordon to Orabello. Orabello's going to drive left-hand dribble, and little contact from Hitchner will draw the whistle. Hitchner has 2 fouls in this game now.
So matched up one-on-one on that side. Orabella takes Hitchner off the dribble and gets her to foul. So 2 quick ones here in the second half.
Orabello for 3, no good. It was there early, it's not there now, but Gordon the putback. And Gordon is 7 points in this game.
If you have the height advantage like Cairn does, you need to box out. You just can't guarantee you're going to get the rebound because you're taller. And it's all effort on the rebound.
Hitchner for 3, a complete miss.
That is not what Cairn wants to do. 2 quick threes, get the ball inside to the taller players. Get your points in the paint up. Not worry about shooting 3-pointers. You can't match Keystone from behind the arc.
Gordon dribbles into the lane. Awkward shot, it's no good. Farah pulls it in and up top to Orabello.
I can't tell you the way Farah is playing, and they're getting good boards. So now they get an opportunity to get points because Farah got the offensive rebound. Now the teams are tied up in rebounding.
Victoria Stum picks up another foul. That's her second of the game. So Kitchen will head to the line for the 3rd time tonight. She is 2 for 4 in free throws, and now 3 for 5. 8 points from Maya Kitchen.
She's been very aggressive, has the senior on the team.
Good on the second one. 10-point lead now for Keystone.
Trying to get a turnover on the trap.
Keystone traps here.
Now they had it over.
Crage in trouble.
They had it over the half-court line, but another turnover.
Another turnover, yes. It's been a game of turnovers for these Cairn Highlanders.
16 compared to just 5 for Keystone. That's the reason why the Giants are up 10.
Gordon over here to Kitchen. Bounce pass to Orabello. She's going to drive. Blocked by Stum. Loose ball. Crage picks it up. Crage up the court.
Cairn changed their defenses a little bit.
Bookered, right side, not going to do 3. Steps up, drives to the basket, can't get it to roll in. Farah pulls in another rebound. 9 for her tonight. Gordon. Here's Kitchen from the foul line, no good.
Oh, what
Farah,
a job by
another
Sandy
rebound.
Farah. You have to convert those, though. You get the offensive board, you have to convert them into points.
Keystone still up by 10. We're here in the third quarter. Crage in the corner. Keystone moves for the trap, but Crage passes out of it. Another turnover by Cairn. Gordon up the court. Orabello's there. She doesn't have a lane to the basket. She pulls up.
Gets a foul. Reaching, you're not moving your feet. Keystone on a 6-0 run over the last 2:54, Paul. That's one of those, you might be the taller player, the bigger player, but you got to move your feet on defense. Orabello was going to go right around.
Gordon heads to the bench. Faith Schiffer comes in and lobs the inbounds pass to Robinson. Right side, there's Schiffer for three.
Off
yes,
the bench.
Faith Schiffer buries one from long range. It's a 13-point lead, biggest lead of the game for the Giants.
Right off the bench. I'm not afraid to shoot. That's how you play, Paul, right?
Oh yeah,
just shoot
come
threes.
And shoot. Almost another turnover, but Cairn manages to hold on to it. Booker to Stum, and Stum gets the floater in the lane to drop.
That's what you want. Points in the paint if you're Cairn.
Kendra Stum up to 12 points now.
Team's leading scorer.
Farah sets a screen for Kitchen. There's Schiffer on the right side. Orabella draws the defense out. Sees Schiffer alone down low. Schiffer's shot is a miss. Stum pulls it in.
A missed layup opportunity.
Kendra Stum finishes it. Yes. Now she's up to 14 points. Kendra Stum making the comeback on herself. 9-point game now. It was as many as 13.
Again, Keystone has to win this to at least guarantee a tie for second place. Two other teams have conference games coming up.
Orabella, quick first step, but her shot is no good.
Kind of just threw that up. Kind of almost fell out of her hand on the little runner.
Anya Booker. Orabello guards her, and looks like Orabello reached in.
And that was a little frustration because she's not having her typical game.
All right, we'll take a break. It's 41-32 Keystone in the third. You're watching College Hoops on MyTV WQMY.
College Hoops is brought to you by Keystone College. Experience open house this Saturday, February 16th. Student and parents register at keystone.edu.
Well, let's update the turnover statistic. Cairn now up to 16 turnovers here. And still only 5 for Keystone.
Well, those points off turnovers, Paul, 13-3. Advantage Keystone. Nice play tonight by Kitchen. Played 21 minutes tonight. She has 3 boards for Keystone.
Yeah, Kitchen's had a quality game. 9 points, 3 rebounds. Doing the dirty work inside. So Cairn will take possession here. And they inbounds. And here's Hitchner on the right side. Down low to Kendra Stum. She sees Booker up top. Booker decides to drive, and her shot is no good. Victoria Stum gets it. The putback is no good. And finally, Farah will take possession.
Good job by, Keystone has to battle every time they're underneath against taller players. They're getting the box outs, and they're using those quick hands to pull in those rebounds.
Gordon studies the defense, decides to drive, kicks it out last second to Farah, and Farah gets a basket. 2 points for her, 6 in the game.
Yeah, just drive and kick. It's that simple. That's Keystone's offense. Take your player off the dribble. Once that double team comes over, kick it out to the outside.
Crage from the corner for 3, it's no good. Farah up the court, right to the back. Now that's Kitchen. Kitchen with the dish to Gordon.
That was blocked by Stone coming back from the defensive end.
Anya Booker. Arabella steals the ball. She thought that was fun. Schiffer, no, the shot is blocked by Kendra Stum.
I don't know if we can see that replay again on the steal, but both players looked at each other and had a nice grin on their face.
Big smile between those two.
Yeah.
Out of bounds. Keystone will keep it.
Orabello and Booker, yep.
On their own end. Orabello for 3 from her hip.
Nope,
no good.
Just not feeling it. You know, a little pressure. Her parents are here. She knows, you know, she stepped in. She's the leading scorer.
Well, the defense is really tight on her tonight.
Absolutely.
They're watching her closely.
And that's what every team's going to do now from now on.
Kendra Stum, mid-range jump shot, no good. Farah, her 12th rebound of this game.
Keystone lost to Notre Dame, Maryland 3 games ago by 4. Since then, have gone on a little 3-game run.
Cross-court pass to Schiffer, looking for the 3, not there, decides to drive and dish, but it gets loose and out of bounds. Hey, Keystone's going to keep it.
10 seconds on the shot clock. We'll have some subs.
Good and Allen come in for Cairn.
Cairn coming off a loss to the top team Rosemont by 20.
Rosemont undefeated in the conference.
They're pretty good.
Here's Orabello for 3. She gets it to go. She was looking for it. She couldn't find it that time. She found it.
Yep. Shoot or shoot. Just keep shooting.
16 points for Orabello. She has 2 3-pointers.
2 for 9 tonight. Keystone 6 of 19 tonight from behind the arc, 31%. Coach will take that.
Hitchner on the left side. Schiffer guards her. Hitchner's shot is no good, and the rebound goes out of bounds. Keystone will take over.
Yeah, on the floor now. Cairn just doesn't have those players that are able to take the defense off the dribble and then dish. So they're shooting from the outside, but really they need to push it on the inside. Push it on the inside and get to the taller players.
Kitchen's going to take the shot. No good. Farah, another rebound, the putback, and it is good. Wow, Sammy Farah is having a great game. That's 13 rebounds and now 8 points.
Yeah, could be a double-double for Farah.
And
she was the CSAC Defensive Player of the Week last week.
She is crashing the boards for the Giants.
And she's listed at, what, 5'10". She's not even, listed at 5'11". I think she's 5'9".
That was another turnover by Cairn. Gordon, Schiffer not going to take that 3. Steps back. Sets the offense with 1.5 to go in the third.
Biggest lead of the night, Paul, 16 for the Giants.
All gets a little bit loose, but Kitchen picks it up.
They're on a 7-0 run.
And Farah has that double-double. That's her 10th point.
Crowd loving it here.
Now it's an 18-point lead for Keystone.
Hey, nice crowd out here. I don't think it's just the free peeps about why they came.
No?
No.
Okay. Gordon, another turnover for Cairn as Gordon steals it.
Their team's going to make the playoffs. They're here to support them.
19 turnovers tonight for the Cairn Highlanders.
Driving
Gordon
kick.
for 3 from the right side.
Oh,
no.
the
Allen rips it in.
Crowd wanted that. They were here to erupt. The men's basketball team is done, so most of those players are here.
The men were down the street at Clark Summit University tonight. And Victoria Stum stops the bleeding. She has 5 points. Final minute of the third.
9-2 run of the last 450 has expanded this lead.
Dalia Gordon not afraid to drive. That time it's a miss. Good. Pulls it in.
Shot clock turned off.
Hitchner, no good. Another rebound
Orabello,
for Farah.
as they call it.
Orabello,
I am telling you,
misses her shot.
if they made these layups, they'd be up by 20 points now.
Yeah. Yep.
Missing easy layups. Getting a little tired too.
We see
Gordon.
6 seconds left in this third quarter. Cairn will have to get it up the full length of the court and get a shot off. It's Dakota Hitchner, cross half court. Down low to Kendra Stum, and at the buzzer, it's no good. Third quarter comes to an end. Keystone leads Cairn 50-34. You're watching College Hoops on MyTV WQMY.
And we're back to tonight's college hoops games here at Keystone College. Starting out the fourth quarter, Keystone College has a 16-point lead against Cairn University. I'm Sydney Warwick on the sidelines with Director of Athletics, Dr. Matt Grimaldi. Matt, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you. So can you talk a little bit about this program?
Yeah, I mean, first off, the women's basketball program is that we win tonight. We're going to hopefully solidify a home playoff game next week, which will be phenomenal. Overall, I'm really pleased at just our overall athletic department. The growth of our athletic department over the last 4 or 5 years, starting with facilities, with our new turf and athletic complex, with housing all of our outdoor sports like lacrosse, as we added a couple of years ago, field hockey, men's and women's soccer, and our newest additions, which we'll be kicking off next year, is football.
So aside from the games and the growth of the entire athletic department, what kind of academic hold does the athletes stand to?
For academics, NCAA has their eligibility requirements. We at Keystone, that is a good shot for us. That is the number one thing I'm proud of. During my tenure, we've gone from an overall GPA from about a 2.4 to almost a 2.9. And that is what really college athletics and Division III is all about. My staff, my coaches do a phenomenal job. You know, you live the motto, which is a Division III philosophy, you know, develop, dedicate, discover. And it really segues with the Keystone model, believe, belong, and become. That is what we're here for. We're here for an education. My coaches hold standards of study halls, high academic rigors, working great with the faculty. The faculty are super in supporting our endeavors too. Knowing as a student athlete, as you can see, they got a balance. They're not studying tonight, but they'll get home and they'll study. They'll hit the books in the morning. There's a lot of things they got to balance. And it's our coaches, not just coaching up the teams on the floor, it's coaching them in academics and really working with the advisors and the faculty here to get them their degrees.
That's great. And where can people find more information about the athletics program?
You hit me on my technology non-strong suit, but Ryan Nowitzki, our sports information director, does a phenomenal job, and you just find that on our website, www.keystoneathletics, and you can find all the information on there. We just launched a new website, so anybody jump on it today, and you can follow. There's recruiting, guidelines there. Talks about all of our camps and clinics that we offer all year round. So really just look us up on the website and enjoy Keystone Athletics.
Thank you so much for your time. Back to you guys.
All right, meanwhile, Keystone has opened up their lead, leading 53-39 here, and again, more turnovers in the fourth quarter for Cairn. Look at the Cairn bench. 4 starters. Head coach Christina Wolber trying to send a message. She only has 1 starter in, that's Dakota Hitchner, and that's what a coach does when she's upset at her team's sloppy play.
Yeah, sloppy play, 19 turnovers to 5 to Keystone, 15 points off of those turnovers for the Giants, and they're just starting to extend that lead.
Wolber previously attended and was an assistant coach at East Stroudsburg University, and in her first year now at Cairn.
Well, Hitchner's in the game, Paul. At least she's a starter, right?
She's the only starter.
She's the only starter.
Other than that, 4 starters on the bench, and that's how coaches send messages.
Well, Keystone didn't shoot all that well in the third quarter, just 7 of 22, but again, they had a 19-point lead already, and they went on a nice little run and playing good defense against the Highlanders.
Gordon has really stepped up, played well in tonight's game. And at times she missed her shot, but she has done well, including 5 points here in the fourth.
And again, Keystone just 6 players that they play. Allen.
Charlotte Allen with 4 points.
She's played in 12 games this year. 6-footer out of New Hampshire.
Keystone back to attempting to set screens. Robinson from up top. She bangs home a 3-pointer. She has 6 points in this game, both from 3-pointers. 15-point lead now for the Giants here in the fourth. Looking for win number 14. 1 game left in the season. They'll take on Valley Forge on Saturday.
Stepped out of bounds, Paul. So Cairn feeling the pressure a little bit.
That's the 20th turnover for Cairn. You know, Keystone has 5. Well, they had 5 in the first half.
Yeah.
They've had none in the second half.
You're right, Paul. You're exactly right. They're playing well with the ball. They're doing this. They're driving, kicking, and making Cairn play defense. They put the pressure on constantly with their quickness. They're able to take anybody off the dribble, and Cairn just unable to play defense on them, not moving their feet, committing fouls.
Elena Young picks up a statistic as she commits a foul there. Robinson misses the first of her 2 free throws. Kitchen comes in for Farah.
It's the last CSAC game of the season for Keystone.
Farah's had 16 rebounds tonight. Outstanding.
Just effort. That's all it is. It's just effort. Gordon steps right in front of the Cairn player. She just wants it more.
Orabello for 3, no. And who got that rebound? Schiffer. Back out to Robinson. Right side, it's Kitchen. Orabello with the ball. Right in, and it's good for Mac Orabello. 18 points now for Orabello.
Yeah, she started to heat up. 8 for 27. And again, shooters shoot. She keeps shooting.
She averages 18 a game right now, right on the mark. Allen turns it over. Orabello up the court. Knocked out of bounds by Watson, so Keystone will keep it on their end.
Good job by Watson just to get back on defense. May have gotten a little bit of the ball, but referee said they're going to send Orabello to the line. Mac out of San Diego. Again, her family's here. She knew Coach Danella from her days at San Francisco State. She came in here in the second half after some players left the Giants after the first semester. She stepped right in and has been the catalyst on why Keystone could be the second seed in the CSAC next week.
Orabello 1 for 2 from the line.
Now remember, this is a different CSAC than a year ago. Some other teams like Marywood went and formed their own conference, and then some were added here to the CSAC.
Cairn comes up tonight from Langhorne, Pennsylvania. About a 2-hour drive.
Stepped out of timeout, and that'll be our timeout as well.
Kitchen missed the shot, and it's 61-45 Keystone in the 4th. Thanks for watching College Hoops on MyTV WQMY. Keystone Giants coming in on a 3-game winning streak. In their last 3, they beat Clark Summit, Centenary, and Bryn Athyn.
What's going to keep them, Paul, from not being the second seed is a loss to Notre Dame and a loss to Wilson. 2 teams that are right behind Cairn in the standings. You know, losing to Rosemont is one thing, but you lost to Notre Dame, and that could cost you the second seed. But you know, Notre Dame still has a couple games left, and you know, they're going to play Wilson on Saturday. And here's what Keystone has left coming up: an out-of-conference game against Valley Forge. And then will they get a bye in the playoffs, or will they have to play someone here in the first round? I know Coach wants to get the day off. He plays 6 players, the extra rest, they could use it.
Season's winding down. High schools finishing up the regular season. Some colleges now, and March Madness right around the corner. Just that time of year. So much fun. Robinson tries to drive, draws the foul.
That should be our break.
Looks like Young committed the foul. That's her second foul. And Robinson will step to the line. Robinson now 0 for 3 on the night in free throws. Not her strong suit.
Yeah, they're such good outside shooters that you would think they'd be shooting up in the 70s or above, but a lot of the players on Keystone don't shoot all that well from the charity stripe. That's free points, Paul. We like free, right?
Watson for 3. She has it. 2 3-pointers in a row off the bench for Marky Watson.
Yeah,
Cairn
just
Highlanders.
that's the third three-pointer of the game. They're 3 of 10 centenary. That's not their game. They only
Gordon misses the 3.
they only had 79 coming into Cairn, but on the other hand, Keystone.
All right, we'll take a break here. It's 62-47 Keystone in the fourth quarter. You're watching College Hoops on MyTV, WQMY. So with 4:28 to go here in the fourth quarter, Keystone tries to hold on to their 15-point lead, and Coach Christina Danella has to be pretty confident in that.
Yeah, maybe going to pick up her 101st win as a head coach. She was in Chicago a little while and then San Francisco last year before finding a spot here in Keystone, and she really enjoys it here, even though she has not had time to get out recruiting. And she'll recruit the local girls, and she'll get out throughout the New Jersey, New York area that mostly Keystone covers.
Well, she knows she's got a foundation in Mac Orabello for 4 years now. Freshman Orabello has 3 more seasons. She's already the leading scorer in the conference, and 3 more years of her development is really going to be something to build on for these Giants. 18 points tonight for Orabello. That's Kitchen getting 2 more. 11 for Maya Kitchen tonight with 5 rebounds to go with it.
4 players in double figures, Paul, for Keystone.
Hey, Bob, what do you think that was? That was a turnover.
Another turnover by Cairn. They're in double figures in that. 22?
22, yeah, they'll add the 1 now. It's 22.
But I think you have to be impressed, though, with Keystone. As you mentioned, just 5 turnovers in the first half. They've not committed a turnover here in the second half at all against a bigger team that's pressing, that's playing, that is down.
Well, just do the math. If they didn't turn over half of those and were able to score half the time, that's 11 baskets. That's at least 22 points right there. Cairn would be leading right now.
Keystone scored 18 points off of turnovers.
Yeah. And that only shows what they scored and not what Cairn didn't score.
And Cairn's the bigger team. 5'11", 6 foot. Well, Keystone's out rebounding them. So if you're Cairn's coach, you have a lot to look at. You have to get the ball inside more on the paint. You got to get your bigger players involved.
Kitchen with 2 more points here.
Oh, your Keystone using their quickness.
And the Cairn starters remain on the bench. Coach Christina Wolber has had them there most of this second half.
Except Hitchner.
Hitchner's the only starter. That's her taking the shot, and it's a miss. And it's just one of those nights where the starters didn't quite have what Coach Wolber was looking for. So we have a foul that time called on Faith Schiffer, and that's her second. And so Hitchner will inbound underneath her own basket.
Guess what, Paul? Another turnover as Keystone went to man-to-man.
Yeah.
How about Sammy Farah tonight? Double-double, 16 rebounds in the game.
10 points, 16 rebounds for Sammy Farah. I'd say a quiet 10 points, 16 rebounds. Other players like Gordon and Orabello have really been noisier with 3-point shots and some flashy offense.
5 of 8, that's all she is. That's going to be off of Cairn. Yeah, Farah shot 5 of 8.
And is that a turn? No, that was knocked out of bounds, so not a turnover.
So
Robinson from the corner. Yeah, not quite.
Guess what? Another board for Farah.
Oh, she got that. No, they're calling no basket. They're saying it was on the floor.
No, I don't know
but she
about
did
that.
get the rebound.
Yep. I don't know. Looked pretty good to me.
They're not giving her the basket.
I don't know if we can replay that. But
she will step to the line because of the bonus situation.
Oh, I don't know. Where was the foul on the floor?
I'm not sure what the foul was called. Yeah.
If anything, they should give her the 2 points. She's going to get one at least.
First free throw is no good. Farah makes the second.
Well, Keystone started the game shooting 44% for field goals, 37% from three-pointers. Now that's gone down a lot, but they're converting points off of turnovers. That's what they're going to have to do in the playoffs. They're going to have to be aggressive, up the pressure. They're not going to be the biggest team. And they have to shoot a little bit better. Good defense.
Well, there you go, another turnover as Cairn gives the ball to Keystone. Keystone up the court. Farah, no good, but does get her own rebound. Tries to put it back, but just dishes it out to Kitchen. Or Farah with the shot.
And again, how many buckets has Keystone left out there tonight?
Hitchner to Young, and Young gets her first 2 points of this game. So it was a 20-point lead. Now it's 18-point lead, but 20's been the largest lead for the Giants tonight. 2 minutes to go in this one, on their way to win number 14.
Again, first winning season since the 14-15 season when they were 14-13 overall.
Cairn up the court here.
And Cairn's going to call timeout. We'll stay right here, Paul.
Yeah, okay.
I think it's a substitution.
It is a 30-second timeout. And are we going to put the 4 starters back in? Is that the plan?
No, I think there just one player, number 55, was coming in.
Okay, she hasn't played yet tonight. Jocelyn Brown. Upcoming games on MyTV, WQMY. Tomorrow night, boys high school basketball. And this is as good as District 2 can offer. Abington Heights and Scranton Prep. You're looking forward to that one.
Absolutely. Abington Heights, of course, defending 5A champs, ranked second in the state. Scranton Prep now up to number 8 in the state in 4A. And it comes down to that. I have to get some scores, but you know that could be for the Lackawanna League Division I title. And 7:35 tip. That should be a heck of a game.
And then February 24th, college basketball, Soika Pavilion, the Patriot League, Lafayette at Bucknell, 2 o'clock. And that'll wrap up our regular season schedule. And, you know, always stay tuned for postseason. We sort of make that up as we go because we don't know when or where games are until they happen. So Cairn inbounds it quickly, and Brown gets a first rebound, I guess, and then gets knocked out of bounds. Well, Cairn will keep it this time. .136 to go. And Cairn turns over the inbounds pass. Turnover number 25 in this game.
Wow.
Kitchen to Orabello. Oh, her shot is no good. Brown with the rebound.
Got that lefty shot.
Hitchner.
Who else shoots lefty? NBA. James Harden.
James Harden. I was going to say Bob Ide, but
no, I'm not lefty.
You're not NBA.
No, James Harden.
James Harden's a lefty. Looks like that'll be the night for Maya Kitchen. Good night for her.
And for Orabello, who gets a big round of applause. And, you know, students came out. Nice little crowd here.
Kitchen, 13 points and 6 rebounds. Orabello, 18 points, 2 rebounds.
Now Keystone waits to see what happens in the next 2 games if they can secure that second seed.
Taylor Millard off the bench pulls in a rebound for the Giants. And 1 minute to go in this contest.
So now they want someone to score who doesn't play a lot.
Julia Blayhut, number 2, takes the shot and buries the jump shot and launches the biggest smile that the Spalding Arena has ever seen. The crowd loves it there. Julia Blayhut off the bench and 2 quick points for the Giants. 20-point lead, and maybe they'll get to 70 points in this game. There's good, making it an 18-point game.
Well, they average 62 coming in, Paul. They're going to be above that.
Everything has gone right for Keystone tonight.
I think our players of the game will be Orabello, who's going to finish with 19, Paul. And Sammy Farah, 17 rebounds. And 11 points.
Millard with the shot. They're going to call Brown for a foul. Millard will step to the line. All right, check that. That's Dakota Hitchner committing the foul there. Okay. So Taylor Millard will go to the free throw line. She hasn't played until about the past minute only.
Yeah, she's a freshman out of
No
Susquehanna High School.
And her jump shot from the foul line is good. The crowd enjoying seeing Blayhut and Millard get into the scoring column.
Well, everyone's scored now. The entire team has scored at least a point, at least 2 points.
2 for 2 from the line. 21 seconds to go. It's a 20-point lead here for Keystone. Hitchner. Inside to Brown. Turn and shoot, no good. Gordon's going to take it up the floor. She doesn't have to shoot. 5 seconds to go. She'll just slow it down. And that'll bring us the horn. The final score, Keystone beats Cairn impressively, 71-51. The Giants now 14-12 overall, and they will go to 11-5 in the CSAC. Stay tuned for the postgame. You're watching College Hoops on MyTV WQMY. And a nice 20-point win for the Keystone Giants on their home court. And let's go over now to Sydney Warwick with our players of the game.
Paul, I'm here with our player of the game, number 11, Mac Orabello. So now on a 4-game winning streak. Congrats with the game. How are you feeling right now?
Feeling great. I'm pretty sure we just secured the 2nd seed in the CSAC, so that's really, that's awesome. We've been working for this the entire week, so we got it.
So this week you were named CSAC's Offensive Player of the Week. How is that feeling now coming out with this win? You had 19 points and extremely aggressive on the court. So what kept that momentum going?
The momentum is all from my teammates, honestly. They keep me going. All the passes, I couldn't do it without them.
Okay, thank you so much. And we're moving to our 2nd player of the game, number 25, Sammy Farah. So congrats on the win. You were also named CSAC Defensive Player of the Week. So how's it feel having that title and coming out with the win tonight?
It actually feels really good. I'm not really good with cameras and stuff, but yeah, it feels really good. I didn't really realize that I played that well. 17 rebounds, that's pretty good.
Yeah, you did awesome on the court tonight. What kind of mindset do you and the team have going into Saturday's game?
Well, it's not a conference game, but we're still trying to, put 100%. We're trying to just beat Rosemont, go to the championships, beat out the number 1 team. That's pretty much it.
That's the end goal. Thank you so much. And then we have Coach Danella. So happy birthday, Coach. This has to be a great birthday present.
Yes, it's great. I mean, we wanted this win, obviously, for the 2 seed, so I'm very happy with it.
What do you think out of the game tonight really showed on the court and on the scoreboard?
I think our defense was huge tonight. Our pressure, they couldn't really handle our pressure. They had a ton of turnovers. They had 25 turnovers, so that was big. And we rebounded, which was huge. So we limited them to 11 offensive rebounds when they average upward of 18. So that was huge.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Great game. Happy birthday. And back to you, Paul.
Okay, thank you very much, Sydney. And I think Coach Danella really hit on it.
Yeah.
The turnover differential, 25-5. Cairn turned it over 25 times.
And again, 21 points off of those turnovers to just 3 for Cairn. And the rebounds, Cairn overall had 44, but Keystone had 43, but she hit it right on the head. Cairn only had 11 offensive boards, second chance points. And again, how many baskets did Keystone leave out there by missing some free throws and some easy jumpers, and they could easily won by 20-some points. So this team getting hot at the right time, playing their best basketball at the right time, and coming together even though they only play 6 players.
Yeah. Now, 25 turnovers is a high number, but 5 is a very low number.
Yes, it is.
And Coach Danella has to be happy that Keystone only turned it over 5 times. In fact, every starter turned it over 1 time only. So a good effort all the way around for Keystone. Some statistical standouts: Mac Orabella, 19 points, and Maya Kitchen, 13 points, 6 rebounds. Sammy Farah, 11 points, 17 rebounds. High scorer for Cairn is Kendra Stum. She had 14 points.
This is the best season that Keystone has had since 2013. They finished 18-9 with a win over Valley Forge. They'll get 15 wins, the most since 2013. So congratulations to the Keystone women. They're headed to the playoffs, 2nd seed it looks like, and if they can do what they did tonight, they'll have a good chance at least meeting Rosemont in the finals.
Okay, please tune in tomorrow night. Boys high school basketball, 7:30 at Scranton Prep Xavier Center. It'll be Abington Heights against Scranton Prep, and Bob Ide will be doing that game.
Now that's going to be an awesome game. Great atmosphere down there. If you can't get in the door, make sure you tune in or go right to Facebook or on fox56.com.
Really, for about the last 8 or 10 years, this has been the premier matchup, not only in the Lackawanna Conference, but all of District 2.
Both of those teams are playing tonight, so they both have to win at least to set up a big match tomorrow.
Okay, so thank you so much for joining us right here. Once again, the final score had Keystone beating Cairn 71-51. For the dynamic producer Steve Phillips and for Bob Ide, I'm Paul Grippy. Thank you for joining us. Stay tuned. Up next, Syracuse, North Carolina State, ACC men's college basketball. You've been watching College Hoops on MyTV WQMY.
College Hoops on MyTV is presented by Toyota, let's go places, Keystone College, and by Manuka Subaru.